Hey, I'm Circle Strafe, and welcome to Aspect History. This is the first part in our retelling of the 12 Labours of Heracles. We're going to be taking you on a journey from the legendary hero's madness and downfall to his release from the bonds of servitude. A number of sources will be used in this series to provide a full and interesting tale. These include accounts of the story documented by Hesiod, Plutarch, Apollodorus, and others. Sources will, as always, be provided in the description for further reading. In this episode, we're going to cover the madness of Heracles and his search for a chance at redemption. Let's begin. Heracles is already one of the most famous heroes of his time. His great name comes from his victory over the Minions, a people who were oppressing the Thebans and their king, Creon. As a reward for his bravery, Heracles was given the title of Protector of the City, bringing with it respect, status, and honour. Importantly, King Creon was so grateful to Heracles that he offered his eldest daughter Megara to the hero to be his wife. Heracles' mortal brother Iphicles was also honoured. Iphicles was offered the king's youngest daughter to wed as well. Our story begins in Thebes, quite a few years on from these Theban battles. Heracles has had a number of children with Megara. Life is peaceful, and Heracles loves his sons greatly. Iphicles has also become a father, with his eldest son Iolaus being particularly beloved by the great Heracles. In Olympus, Hera looks over Heracles' exploits and his happiness, and it angers her. Whilst many of the gods have had their minor misgivings about our hero, Hera despises Heracles quite intensely. He represents to her the exploits of her philandering husband, Zeus, and she cannot bear to see him succeed. Hera finally decides to pass down a bloody madness on Heracles. A madness that confuses him, enrages him, and drives him into a wild frenzy. Overcome by his rage, Heracles first leaps towards Iolaus, but the hero's nephew is too quick and evasive for his aggressive lunges, and he manages to escape. Heracles then mistakenly sees 6 of his own children as enemy warriors. He easily overpowers his children. He kills them and throws their lifeless bodies onto a fire. Heracles continues on his rampage and kills 2 of Iphicles' younger sons, who are surprised and caught off guard by their uncle whilst performing martial exercises. It is very likely that he also murdered his wife Megara, as she is not mentioned again. It is said that had Hera not intervened, many of Heracles' children would have been benevolent and proud rulers of ancient Greece. One of them was to rule Argos, and another was to become the king of Thebes. Heracles regains his composure sometime after his horrific deeds, but it is all too late to save his family. In grief, our hero locks himself away in a dark chamber for many days, avoiding all human contact. Heracles leaves his confinement, but for his crimes, he is promptly banished from Thebes. With no idea what he is supposed to do, he ventures to Delphi to seek advice from Delphi's High Oracle, the Pythia. The Oracle names our hero explicitly as Heracles for the first time, named for Hera, by whose name he will become legend. The Oracle tells Heracles to go to Tyrants, and to offer himself into the service of King Eurystheus for 12 years. King Eurystheus is favoured by Hera, who intervened to make Eurystheus king of Tyrants at the sake of Heracles. The oracle tells our hero that he is to perform any labour that this king asks of him in order to repay for his crimes. Heracles knows that Eurystheus is lower than him, but fears the wrath of his father Zeus should he decline this hope of redemption. More time passes, and the great grief of Heracles mostly settles into sombre painlessness. In this state, he gives himself over to King Eurystheus. His long years of impossible labours have begun. That's it, thanks for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel. Your support means a lot to us. You can keep up to date with the channel on Facebook, Twitter and Discord. If you're new to our videos, check out some of our other content in these links provided here. And we'll see you in the next video. Toodles!